Okay. Hi everyone, welcome to Kenzie's Corner. I'm Kenzie Scotland and I'm your host. I'm very excited to start this journey. I'm also a little nervous, I can't lie, but I do want to start off praying first, and I will probably do this in every episode. Dear God, I want to first thank you for waking me up this morning, Lord, because I know some people they didn't make it this morning, Lord, and didn't wake up. Thank you for just allowing me to be here another day on your beautiful planet, Lord. Yesterday was my birthday, Lord, and I just want to thank you for getting me through 17 years. It's been a lot. It's been a lot of up and downs, but by the grace of your glory, you brought me through everything, Lord. Um, this week has been a kind of hard week on me, so I just ask if you put your hands on me, Lord, and help guide me, Lord. Um, I just want to pray for everyone who is watching this and everyone who's not watching it, Lord, that you can just bring them comfort and peace and whatever they're dealing with, Lord. Um, and that everyone who watches this podcast, whether it's 1,000 people to just one person, Lord, that they can gain something from this podcast, Lord, and I can just help them or just give them advice and make them laugh, Lord, when they're going through hard times, Lord. Just thank you again for everything you do. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Whew, okay. So y'all, I'm kind of nervous, but let's just get started. I feel like this episode is just more of an introduction episode anyway, so I'm not gonna really be talking about a specific topic. It's just kind of like a overboard of who and what Kenzie's Corner is. So first of all, my government name is Mackenzie Scotland. I'm not gonna say my middle name yet, y'all, because I don't really like it. But yes, my name is Mackenzie Scotland, but everyone calls me Kenzie just because I don't really prefer the name Mackenzie because people call me Mac Kenzie, Mackenzie, Mackenzie Nines. Like it's just I think Mackenzie is an easy name to pronounce, but obviously it's not, and people just never spell it right. So I just go by Kenzie. It's easier for everyone, and I just prefer it better. Um, so I was having like kind of like a difficult time picking a name for this. I had a lot of names. I had some faith-based names, and some not faith-based names, but I wanted this podcast to be Christian-based and also like other topics besides Christianity as well. So I just kind of like the how Kizzy's Corner sounded when I said it. I thought it was just catchy, and I don't know, I thought it was just cute. And eventually, like, it's actually going to be my corner. I'm gonna buy things to decorate it a little bit more. I just didn't have the time or the money this week to buy it. Second thing about me, I'm newly 17. Like my birthday, well, by the time y'all watch this, my birthday would have been like 3 days ago. But my birthday was yesterday. So I'm a tax day baby. My birthday's April 15th. Um, so yeah, 17 doesn't feel any different than 16, and honestly, feels the exact same. I can't lie. My parents are no longer together. I'm just gonna go ahead and jump and say that they got a divorce a few years ago, more than a few years now. And honey, that's an episode all by itself. Like the divorce, the separation of those two, it's an episode all by itself. It caused me a lot of damage and hurt, I will say. I have two brothers. My older brother is my brother on my father's side, so he's the oldest on my father's side, and I have a little brother that's um that's like I'm fully blood related to. And he's turning 14 in 2 months. I think my older brother's like in his early 20s, like 22, 23, but I couldn't tell you. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I feel like my family on my mom's side is like my immediate family. I'm talking about like first cousins and stuff. I think we're kind of like big. Like I have, it's 8 grandchildren. I'm the only girl. The second oldest, the oldest being, I think he's about to turn 19 this year. Sorry if I said the age wrong. If he watches this, and the youngest is not even one yet. So it's a lot of different ages in that group. And then on my dad's side, is only 4 of us. The oldest is my brother. Again, I think he's like 23, and the youngest is my younger brother, and he's about to turn 14. So, yeah, it's pretty big on my mom's side, and kind of like smaller, intimate on my dad's side. Um, I'm newly single, and that's kind of weird to say out loud because it just like just happened. um, I feel like that's gonna be a couple episodes just talking about the whole relationship stuff, and I think when I started this podcast, I was like, oh my gosh, like I can talk about our relationship and what we've been through and how we've like gotten through it, and now we're not even together no more. But it's when I say it's fresh, it's like fresh. It happened 2 days before my birthday, and mind you, my birthday was gonna be our 3 year anniversary. So I'm very much still like processing all of it, but I think I've handled handled it quite well. If you would ask me, I think everybody else also thinks that. Um, don't get me wrong, I'm sad over it. I'm hurt for sure, but I think the place I am now, just with my faith and like my journey with Christ, like I know that He has a plan, not just for me, but for my ex, and so I don't hate my ex. I don't have any bad feelings like about him or anything like that. Like none of that. I just wish him the best. Like, and it's gonna take a while for me to get used to it for sure. But just like this man, almost 3 years of him. So, but I know that I got it, and I can't spend my time rushing over that situation. And at the end of the day, I know that um he in our relationship doesn't define Mackenzie Scotland. It doesn't define me. It didn't make me. I'm a whole person. Like I'm still a person. I'm still me with or without him. So yeah. So let's see what else. I don't. I wouldn't say I have like a lot of a lot of friends. My like small friend group. It's just four of us. And they'll probably be on this podcast. We're like, I love my friends so much. It's just like our personalities just go so well with each other. I think, and our dynamics and just the way we act. Like we act like siblings at this point, but it's just I love them to death. Like those are my girls. I would say that they're like my sisters to me, and I don't know what I would do without them, y'all. Like I just love them so much, and I don't know you, but you guys, you're definitely gonna see them on here because I'm they're definitely be on here, and we'll probably like laugh and giggle about things like that. Um, let's see. Let's talk about like the inspiration of this podcast. So, first, let me talk about this my spiritual journey. So, 2024 was such a hard, damaging year for me. I literally it was to me it was like HELO. And I'm not lying. Like it was just so hard. A lot of different things happened. I feel like I had depression going on and anxiety going on, um physical things going on. I was very insecure about myself, about my weight, about my looks. Um I was going through things with my ex. We even broke up at a time. I was going through things like clashing with my mom a lot, and um, I would say I didn't even like in some parts of the year I didn't even like feel the best in my friendships. So I just think the whole year to me it was just so. I went through a lot. I was like I would say 75% of 2024 I was just not myself. I wasn't Kenzie. It was just rough. And so I like before 2024 I've been through mental things before. Depression and all of that. But I don't know, 2024 it was just terrible. And I at the time I wasn't rooted in my faith. I said I was a Christian, but I wasn't living the Christian life. You know, I did things I'm like now I'm looking back and it's like who is that? I cussed constantly, like almost in every sentence. I could cuss someone out if I wanted to. Um what else? Like I was listening to a lot of secular music. I would like talk about everybody and their mama. I was just doing a lot of silly, worldly things that I don't really do now. And at the end of 2024, I look back at the year and I was just like, what in the world? Like, I had to think, like, why am I even still alive, like, now? And I just said, it's God. And I need to, like, start fighting for my relationship with God because He was fighting for me, but I wasn't fighting for Him in 2024. So I like 2 weeks at the end of the 2024, like the last 2 weeks, I ordered a Bible. The night of New Year's Eve, like the little 12 grapes thing. I didn't even do that just because I don't really believe in that. I don't think grapes can bring you fortune. Like I know it's like something fun. It's like a myth to do, but I didn't believe in that. So I didn't have my Bible at the time because it wasn't here yet. But I literally, sorry, got my devotion and I tried to read as much as possible. And so I'm glad I started my year off like that. When my Bible came, I was like so freaking excited, y'all. This is my Bible right here. It's the She Reads Truth Bible. It's the Christian Standard Bible. Like, I love it so much. It has space in there for me to journal. It has like tiny devotions within itself. It's awesome. It's amazing, and it's always on sale on Amazon for like $23. Like, please go get you one. So yeah, when 2025 started, I started cracking this thing up every single day. Like, I'm not joking, and I would read a chapter or two a day. I would write it down, and it helped me so much. It helped me see Christ's love for me because I started off with the Gospels. It helped me. Like, I was a whole different person when I opened up this Bible. I saw so much clearer than I did before, and I'm like, wow. And I truly believe that if I started fighting for my relationship with Christ, like in 2024, half of the things I went through, I don't think it would have been as bad because it was like I was going in it blind. Like I didn't have no light to guide me, and I did have a light to guide me, but I wasn't, because He's always got us. But I wasn't looking for that light. I was just like this. I wasn't actively searching for God in 2024. So I think that's why that when I was going through things, I just felt so alone. But I wasn't alone because God was always with me, but I wasn't looking for Him. So I didn't know He was looking for me. I didn't know He was right there because I was just like, there's no one there. But He was always there for me. So I think that in life, when times are hard and situations are hard, we have to think that God is always there for us because He is. Even in the times I feel like He isn't, He is. Um, we just have to open our eyes to see that. So yeah, and like now I've came such a long way. Don't get me wrong, I have such a long way to go. But the changes I see in myself, the changes that everyone else sees in me, I'm so proud of myself. I don't cuss as much as I used to. I don't like have like bad feelings towards people like I used to. Um, I really don't listen to secular music like that. Like my on Spotify, I only listen to Christian music or a podcast, like a Christian based podcast. The only time I say I listen to secular music is when I'm making TikToks, and then I just skip over that word, or if someone else is listening to secular music. But I've done like better in that. Like I've done better in so many worldly sinful things. Like, and I just because I feel like I was heading like down the wrong path with the life I was living in 2024, and I couldn't live that life in 2025. I couldn't. There was no way I would have survived 2025 if I was living that same type of lifestyle. There's no way. Um, and so then like I started seeing like how far I've come. I made a teen connection story on my podcast. I don't know, my podcast on Snapchat, and it's just kind of like a story where sometimes I post devotion clips of what I read in my Bible and what I learned from that, how I apply it, and I posted it for others to see. I dedicated kind of like one of my TikTok pages, Kenzie Scotland. If you go search it up, I think it's Kenzie Scotland. And I post devotions and Christian TikToks. It's just to inspire people and to let people know that like I didn't become the way I am overnight. It took me several months, and like I started this journey in January of 2025. It's now April of 2025, and I still have so long to go. Like, so long. I think so far I finished seven, no, no, six books in the Bible: Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Genesis, and I just finished Exodus a couple um weeks ago. And I'm about to start Leviticus. And when I say I read my Bible every day, I do. Now sometimes I don't take notes on it every day, and sometimes I don't even understand the Bible all the way. Like, y'all, when I told you when I read Exodus, I was like, the last 20 chapters, could you not? I didn't highlight a single thing, and that's okay. Like, I feel like nowadays people are like, you have to understand everything in the Bible right away, and you don't. You don't. It's different for everyone because, like, in the Gospels, so many things are highlighted for me, but for other people, it's not. And like in Genesis, half of the things are highlighted, but in Exodus, less than half things are highlighted. But so it depends who you are, and like don't don't think that if you don't highlight anything in your Bible, you didn't learn anything. That's not true. For me, I have to highlight and take notes so I can remember it and actually apply it to my life. Because if I don't highlight and remember it, highlight and take notes on it, I just won't remember it. But that's just for me. You can be different. You might not have to highlight anything and like can remember it and actually apply it. But I just can't do that. So I feel like everyone's different with that, and that's okay. But yeah, I finished six books so far. I sometimes don't even read out of my physical Bible. Sometimes I do just pull up my Bible app. I'm not gonna lie, but I do read at least a verse every single day because I feel like in 2024 and in the past years, I was like, I read my Bible maybe once every few months, and I'm not even joking, or only on Sundays. But like, I can't only read it on days I think it's important to read it, or like not to read it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Bible is truly our daily bread. It's not like a cake when you only eat cakes on your birthday or for a holiday. It's not for only special occasions. It's our daily bread. We need it. It's spiritual food for us. It literally, God gave us this book. It's like, this is a handbook for life right here. So we need it to survive. And like, it's just important in our everyday life. And in each episode, I will be reading a verse, just FYI. Um, so yeah, and so then when I was just going on my journey and I was just starting getting closer to God, I was like, I want to tell my journey to others. I want to inspire others about my faith, what I've gone through as a teenager and like when I was younger. I just want to inspire people. I want people to know my story. And so I prayed about it. I said, Lord, should I really start a podcast? Because I was very much sketchy about it, y'all. But He did answer my prayers, and so then from there, I went to Canva. I made my poster and I posted it. It's just like, hey y'all, it's launching in a month, and now here the time has come, and I'm just like, thank God, like, and my goal for this podcast is just to hopefully like inspire people, um, and inspire anyone that's out there, even one person. If one person watches that and gets something from it, or if it's thousands of people, I just want someone, each person, to take something, at least one thing away from this. That's just my goal. Um, yeah, and so if we're speaking about the topics on this podcast, of course, it's gonna be faith, Christian things on here. Going to be advice for relationships, not just like boyfriend or like past relationships, but like any type of relationships, friendships, family relationships, and all of that, and just what I've experienced. There's going to be advice, um, about my faith, but also about things I have dealt with in general as a teenager. It's just going to be a lot of me sharing, like, about me, and hopefully, like, inspiring other people or making people aware, and hopefully, like, it can just apply to their lives. There's going to be like fun times. Like, I don't want this podcast to be serious, but I want people to get a laugh out of it too. So I will be having guests on here, like my friends, and maybe even my brother. Like, I don't know, just I will be having people on here. But yeah, and I'm just excited to start this journey. Something I prayed about. Um, and I'm just ready. Um, so let me read the Bible verse for today. And I just remember I've actually read 7. Oops. Okay. So we're gonna do Matthew chapter 22, verse 37, and it says, "He said to him, 'Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind.'" And I just think that scripture, it's just so powerful because like anything we do with life, we can't do without God. Like we literally need God for everything, and he's the most important thing that should be in our life, the most important factor. He's above all things in our life. He just is, you know? And so since we wouldn't be here without him, he should he should be taking up our time. He should, you know, we should spend the most time with him. He should be in our heart all the time. He should be in our mind all the time. Everything we do, we need to think about God first. Like, would God want me to do this? Would God approve of this? And we need to do everything for God and in honor of God. So yeah, that's the verse of the day. Um, so thank y'all for listening to this first episode. It's not long because I just wanted to do like a little introduction and opener. But I hope whoever's watching this, you enjoy it. You have a blessed week, and I'm gonna try to record or like release a new episode every Friday, y'all, and not every Friday, then every other Friday. But I will see y'all next time, and I love y'all, and I'll be praying for y'all. Bye.